Hello everyone, this is Robert Weaver and I want to do my quiz review for you for quiz 4, and I've chosen from attempt 1 question number 1, and that reads, which of the following is required for strict liability? And we know from the textbook chapter 11 under strict liability, page 167, the general meaning of strict liability is liability without fault, also called absolute liability. And basically what the textbook says is liability is not based on the relationship between the plaintiff and defendant, but rather on the defendant's action itself. The source of strict liability is that defendants who engage in certain types of activity must do so at their own peril and must be responsible for all damages that stem from that activity. Strict liability is based on the premise that if a defendant engages in a certain kind of conduct that causes harm to the plaintiff, then liability will result, irrespective of intent, negligence, or innocence. Certain types of conduct are thought to be inherently dangerous, and therefore any harm that results from these types of activities will result in liability being assessed to the defendant. So, if you look at the answers that we have to choose from, we know that you could easily say it's intentional conduct on the part of the defendant in this particular question. We know that injury must result, right, from whatever action was taken by the plaintiff, or whatever action was taken, even though it was inherently dangerous. We know under a tort that some type of injury must have occurred for it to be a cause of action. The textbook clearly says the general meaning of strict liability is liability without fault. So we know this wouldn't be, the third answer here wouldn't be something we could automatically dismiss that one, because there is no fault in a strict liability case. And a hazardous waste is really not an activity; it's actually a byproduct of something else, some type of product, or could be produced by producing a product in a factory, or it could be a natural cause as well. So automatically fault and hazardous waste, I would not select those two for my answer. So we have to go to intentional conduct, and it doesn't really clearly say in the textbook, sorry for the delay, it doesn't really clearly say that there is no intentional conduct that must be done. We could easily select this answer and get the question wrong. And what the answer that I actually gave, because I know that injury is tied to any cause of action for anything to do with a tort, I went ahead and selected injury as my answer, and actually, as you can see, I did get it right. So, but that is my quiz review for you today. I hope it made sense for you, and take care. Thank you.